So, you can see right here, those who are not familiar with Quest for Glory. Quest for Glory, the series was anthology. Technically, it was 1 through 5. Quest for Glory 1 through 5 was not made by me. I think it was Lorianne Cole and her husband. Originally, and then they had a small team, and it started growing over time via Sierra Online, which was acquired by another company later on. But not me. I didn't make this stuff. The Quest for Glory game. I did make this Minecraft stuff. Not Minecraft, but I built the stuff in the Minecraft game. Okay. I'm not associated with Mojang. Okay. Or affiliated with them. Nor do I own stocks in it. I own stocks in other companies, but not this. So, there's a little bit more serious tone, enough joking around. I know I like to joke around, especially with the Zelda thing I was doing. I plan to build other Zelda worlds later, but not right now. I wanted to focus on Quest for Glory, which is going to be a massive project. It's going to take a while. So this right here is Spielburg. This is the town of Spielburg. Let's take a little closer look. We'll take a little walk through Spielburg. That's the sheriff's office. This is the inn. You see that's the Hero's Tail Inn. Normally I listen to Quest for Glory while I'm Quest for Glory music while I do this stuff. Just to let you guys know. And this is Zara's magic shop. Take a little tour. There's the magic shop. Now, I'm not done with Spielburg. I'm done with the town. I'm just not done with the area of Spielburg. There's the old lady's house. I went all out. I had to use my imagination. I had the room and the chests and stuff and the fireplace. No, I didn't use any mods or anything like that. I kind of have like an overlay, like the medieval texture. I use different textures, yes. Medieval with Egyptian, a little mix of Egyptian in there underneath the medieval stuff. It looks great. This is the guild hall, and you have your book here. Just like in the game, you can sign in, journal entries. I didn't fill it out yet. I was going to save it for last. I didn't want to put armor on there. No, it actually has armor, but I decided to just do this. And the one it adds I haven't filled out yet either. And you can go upstairs. I had to use my imagination for some of this stuff and press the button, and then you can go over here. I wouldn't press that button though, because it's a one-way trip. Did intentionally. I like to have a little traps in there. So this area right here though, I had to use my imagination on that too. Believe it or not, if you look at the picture, it actually has this on the right side of the guild hall in the actual game. That if people notice it. So I was trying to be as accurate as possible, but I had to use my imagination for a lot of the stuff, because some stuff it doesn't show, like the attic. It doesn't show the inside of the attic, so I had to create that myself. This is the Hero's Tail Inn. Go in here, you got this nice fireplace. That's where the waitress serves her stuff. Right there you have for the cooking area. I'm sorry. Damn it. And then this right here is where normally the hero sleeps, is in this spot. I'll just leave it open. They'll close it themselves. This is the shop. That's that one shop. Unfortunately, this town's full of fishermen. Because all the barrels. I used to have more barrels. I cut down on the barrels. Got carried away with fishermen. And they wouldn't take up other professions. That's where the sheriff, his house is at. This is his henchman. And he's got his bedroom upstairs. You have the baker, and for the meat cutter, the butcher's shop, right here. And then there's the alleyway. Luckily, Sam managed to stay. Sam never left the alley. Everybody else just took up her other professions without caring. That's supposed to be the sheriff. He became a fisherman. And there's the bartender. The bartender never leaves because he can't leave. Thank goodness. And down here is it's a little hard to get down there. This is the chief and the crusher, and then they're down here. It's supposed to be the Thieves Guild. And then, yeah, I wouldn't recommend going in there, but that's the vault where they keep their stuff. It's a one-way trip, so don't go in there. I want to have block picking on here. It's possible. It is possible without using mods. A lot of stuff you can just use, like the control switch or command block, whatever you want to call it, command block, to make a lot of stuff happen in the game. But I was going to do the command block stuff later. I just wanted to build the world first and then focus on that stuff later. So I'm focused on Quest 41. Once I do that, then I want to start expanding to the other areas. I know it doesn't have different biomes. I could have done that with the experimental thing they have going on, but I didn't want to go that route. Because I figured biomes would make it complicated. Now, it's fine for, like, Zelda. I probably could pull it off. But with this, not so much. Because the areas are set areas. That's why. If I do experimental biomes, it's random where it's at. And if I'm not trying to use mods, it'd be random. And I have to go spending forever looking for the biome and all that stuff. It just make it complicated. But for, like, if it was Zelda, yeah, I could probably pull it off with Zelda. Then it'd be okay with, like, a snow biome, winter biome or something. So this is where the stable master was at. Yeah, Butch became a fisherman. He used to be a cook, but he retired. Butch Beefmeister. Then I got the horse. In order to keep the horse here, though, I had to put a name tag to keep him from disappearing. Stays in position. So this is the castle. This was the biggest one. Big imagination. Castle was huge. It took me 4 different. I think it was four different pictures, or was it 3? No, it was 3 different pictures. No, it was 4 different pictures. So I had the front view picture I had to work off. Then I had the right view, and then the left view. Those are kind of a little bit more obvious. But the top was the tricky. I had to use the healer's house, the picture of the healer's house, in order to figure out how to do the top of the castle. It shows it on that point of view. It actually has these towers on the top, these blue things on top of the castle. The big imagination, though, wasn't the outside. It was the inside. I had to use a huge imagination. Oh, actually, it was 5 pictures, because I forgot the inside. So I had to use 5 pictures to figure out the castle. So you have your stairs upward. You have the throne. This wasn't easy putting this together. Castle was the biggest project out of everything. Town took me for a while. The castle took me longer than the town. So I wing it. I just decided to make a kitchen in there. That way it gives people a reason, the villagers a reason to come to this town. We can call them townspeople, not villagers per se, because some of the people originally started out with just a guard on top who decided not to have a position. He gets anxious because he can't go down. One guy managed to sneak up there somehow, though. I don't know how he did it. He just went up the ladder illegally. Because the only way up is the ladder. Yeah, this guy right here. He was originally the only one here, Frederick, which I named later. He was the only one here, and then other people refused. I plant other people, and they all go back to the town. I'm going to the town. Screw this. So I put the profession object. I put that one, and they still went to town. Once I put the barrel, they're like, oh, okay, I'll be there. Because everybody wants to be a fisherman. All of them, all the townspeople, fishermen. That's the thing. Fisherman and farmer, very popular, especially fishermen. Once I put those, the fisherman thing and the composter, people started migrating to the castle. Then they wanted to come here. Go figure. Alright, so let's take a further tour of the castle. We don't have to go to the weapon master's home. We'll go check out the castle. See what I did. So the right is a little bit accurate, like I said. In the picture I had that window right there, so I worked off of that. So this has, I built an area up here, had some bedrooms because I figured the castle would have bedrooms. I know there's not much to look at in the bedroom. It could have some more stuff in there, but it's fine for now. It works. Lucky I built it, period. I wasn't lazy. But this one I decided to be a little bit more detailed. The upstairs area, I figured this would be like the master bedroom in this right area. So I didn't put much in it, but it had 2 windows in the game, so I decided to just make a bedroom next to it and have 2 windows across. But then you can see like in the game, I think it showed forest or something through the windows. But you can still see kind of a forest thing. I know it's not done yet. In a house down below. And there's this little wall area over here. So that's the castle. Let's take a tour. We've seen Spielburg. We've seen the castle. And then right there's the healer house. Oh yeah, I didn't show the healer house. That's the last one. Well, not the next to last. This is the healer's house. They built it. It's got the beams on top, just like in the game. And I know I had 3 on there, but it was best to have 1 because that way I don't have a whole bunch of healers in here. Because when I had more than 1, I started having more. It's only supposed to have 1 healer, Amelia Appleberry. There is another person though that sleeps here with her. There used to be another one. I guess she dumped one guy and picked up another. But they have the barrel right here, so I'm okay with that 1 barrel. That's fine. I just couldn't handle having too many because I didn't want it crowded with fishermen. Alright. So the forest, I'm still working on finishing the forest. It's supposed to be a lot more trees. Sorry if there's lag on here. Or if my base stops moving. This other area right here is the target practice area. Another meeting spot in the game. Important meeting spots. There's 2 important meeting spots actually. outside the town and in this spot. Oh yeah, the cemetery. Forgot. Let's check out the cemetery. So here's the cemetery. That's perfect timing, it being dark. So I try to build it just like in the game as best I could. I know it's not perfectly like the picture of the game, but it's close to it. You have the cross and then that thing cross in the middle of the thing, tombstone. And then there's this spot. I built the kind of the inside of it. I know it's not much to look at on the inside, but at least it's there. And behind it, believe it or not, there was a second one that was right behind it. So I kind of built that similar form as that, with the gate thing, since they're kind of a similar structure. Oh yeah, and there's this. This is the farm. The centaurs. This is where the centaur was always doing his farming with his rake. I guess he was planting trees. I'm presuming they must have been fruit trees because the daughter was selling stuff all the time. Let's go visit Henry the Hermit's home, even though Henry barely lives in it. Because Henry doesn't like his home. Just wanders back and forth trying to find a way to escape this spot. I made sure there was no way for this guy to escape. I did a good job of that. Henry can't leave. Henry the Hermit. Let's go inside his house. This is his home. I know I used a bed, so it's not as accurate, but it gives them a place to sleep at least, or the visitors sleep. So we have the table, and then just like in the game where you have the water spilling through, it comes through the side here. You can take a look at it. You can see it's coming through there, leaking in through from the waterfall up above. And you can go over here. And there's that. And you can see it from over here just like in the game. You look from a distance at that waterfall with his home. That I'm still working on, the left side. I was saving the left for last. I wanted to focus on the center, the town and the castle, and then I was going to work on the right half. And then do the left half afterwards. This is going to be all forest, that section, and then over there it's going to be all forest. So this is that road, the path that you come through. This is supposed to be the only entrance into this area, coming in from the east, to be accurate. And yeah, I got all this snow section over here. I like this that they have snow top in there now. And then here's this spot. So this was another project I was going to work on. I wanted to get the forest done first before doing it. But this is supposed to be on the way to the wizard area. So let's go a little more accurate, a little more to the top so you can get a better view. So the wizard tower is supposed to be in this direction. And this is supposed to be a very long wall that extends toward a mountain that the wizard's tower is on top of. I figured that's going to take a while to build that, which is fine. I need the distance. I need that distance so that we know how far out it is as far as this other town. There's towns in the game, not really in the game, but hidden. It's more like it's not in the game, but it is. It's like other towns are implied within the game that exist in the Quest for Glory world called Gloriana. They exist in Gloriana, but from there to the west, to the east. Sorry, coming in from the east because this is the east. There's to the east of Spielburg, two towns to the east of Spielburg that were not visually shown in the game. And I plan to build those towns as well later. I just, in order to maintain accuracy. It doesn't have to be a big town, but at least something out there. But having the Wizard's Tower over here, that will help measure that distance, so I can know how far those towns are. Mordavia is past those hidden towns. Yes, I plan to build the world itself, not just Spielburg and that. I want this, all the world of Quest for Glory built on this Minecraft flatland. I'm using flatland for this because I figure flatland's easier, so I don't have to dig through a bunch of stuff. And then I just build up. Yeah, I think that pretty much covers that. This stuff I'm still working over there too. So that's it for that. I don't think there's anything else I could mention. That's about all I have so far for the game. So I was trying to, like I said, I used my imagination in some areas. If it's a spot that wasn't visually shown in the game, I kind of imagine it up in my own mind. Like what's upstairs, what's in a bedroom, providing beds for people to sleep in. I tried to imagine up some things that might not have been shown. That was the challenge. Imagine up stuff like the castle. That was kind of a challenge. I know bits and pieces, but like the back of the castle isn't shown. The sides of the castle aren't fully shown. The walls aren't 100% shown, like the walls around the castle. So I kind of had to use pictures, but also imagine up stuff that wasn't shown. Tricky stuff. All right, so I guess that's it for that. Park it down here. Get a nice, good view of this from the sign. Yeah, they like to wander around. They don't. That's just because there's not enough forest. They don't like to go in the forest. They like being in grasslands. The townspeople. Once I have more forest, they won't go in there. They'll just stick to the path. All right. Let's do it from here. Spielburg! Welcome to Spielburg. Just like in the game. So, alright. If you like this video, be sure to click the like button down below. Also, remember to subscribe to this channel, DMJack92 Gaming, to enjoy more gaming videos from me. I plan to have more videos of the Quest for Glory stuff on Minecraft. It's a bit of a challenge, like I said. It's tricky, especially with the townspeople constantly changing professions. I try to name some of them, but it's not that easy. Wizards become fishermen. Fishermen become nobodies sometimes. Whatever. All right, so see you guys later. Enjoy the next videos.